You have to do that in front of us?
I have a ceremony problem.
You're gonna have a face problem if you don't stop. What the hell is cerumen? Earwax?
See, he knows. My body produces too much of it. Blocks the auditory canal.
Well, then what you need is a hearing test.
Hey man, back off! I'm not deaf.
Yeah, that's you calling the cops.
Just being a good citizen.
How'd you know about the burglary on the first floor?
I was home.
On the 5th floor. You telling me you heard someone bust into that apartment through 4 floors of concrete and a cerumen problem?
Must have been a good ear day.
You know Diego Benitez?
I watch him after school while his mom's at work.
You like the kids, don't you?
What do you mean, like?
You have a relationship with Diego?
Relationship? You call me a perv?
We're jumping to conclusions, aren't we?
Hey, you ain't gonna get me on no kitty diddling.
So Diego told you he was abused?
Did the voice in your head tell you that? Because I don't remember saying it.
Look, I don't speak your dialect of crazy, so talk up if you didn't get this. Did Diego ever tell you anyone hurt him?
If anyone hurt that boy, I would have killed them myself.
Let's try a new topic. Seth Milstead, free associate if you'd like.
Free what?
Never mind. You ever see him with Diego?
Nope.
Diego ever tell you he was with Milstead?
Yeah, but not that he diddled him.
Well, what then?
Perverted bastard took pictures of that boy in his skivvies.
I mean these pictures.
Where'd you find them?
Oh, some good citizen dropped them off. Probably the same guy who broke into Milstead's apartment. Any idea who that could be?
Yo, if I was that guy, I would have taken the first thing out of town and been gone.
And yet here we are.
If I was that guy and I would have stayed, I would have kept my mouth shut. So that if any crime I committed, I would be able to skate on it.
Again, 2 things. I'd say make him a little bit more antsy, a little bit more on the edge of your seat. Everything you're saying is true. You just watch these kids after school. You do have a slight drug problem. You have a minor, rap sheet. You don't like cops. So you could give us a little bit more attitude right off the front, and it's definitely a classic kind of back and forth interrogation scene. So make him a little bit more antsy. I mean, you're not yelling, but you're just a little bit more antsy, agitated right from the top. And I think at the end, you could kind of, those last 2 lines, because it was you who sent in those pictures. And so you could kind of play it a little bit more that way. Like you're trying to, work a deal here at the very end. So you kind of almost drop the attitude a little bit, and you're a little bit more like coy and a little bit more letting us on. Like, oh, okay, if we let you skate, then you might be able to give us, some more information. A lot of things throw at you, but let's see what happens. You have to do that in front of us?
I have a cerumen problem.
And we're going to have a face problem if you don't stop. What the hell is cerumen? Earwax?
See that he knows. My body makes too much of it. Blocks the auditory canal.
And then what you need is a hearing test.
Hey man, back off! I'm not deaf.
That's you calling the cops.
Just being a good citizen.
And how'd you know about the burglary on the 1st floor?
I was home.
On the 5th floor. Are you telling me you heard someone bust into that apartment through 4 floors of concrete and a cerumen problem?
Must have been a good ear day.
You know Diego Benitez?
I watch him after school while his mom's at work.
You like the boys, don't you?
What do you mean by like?
You have a relationship with Diego?
Relationship? You call me a perv?
Jumping to conclusions, aren't we?
Oh, hey, look here. You ain't gonna get me on no kitty diddling.
So Diego told you he was abused.
Are the voices in your head telling you that? Because I don't recall saying so.
I don't speak your dialect of crazy, so talk up if you don't get this. Did Diego ever tell you anyone hurt him?
Look, if anyone hurt that boy, I would have killed him myself.
Let's try a new topic. Seth Milstead, free associate if you'd like.
Free what?
Never mind. You ever see him with Diego?
Nope.
Did Diego ever tell you he was with Milstead?
Yeah, but he didn't say that he diddled him.
Well, what then?
Perverted bastard took pictures of that boy in his skivvies.
You mean these pictures?
Where'd you find those?
Some good citizen dropped them off. Probably the same guy who broke into Milstead's apartment. Any idea who that could be?
If I was that guy, and I was smarter than you guys, I would have hopped out of town the first thing.
And yet, here we are.
But if I was that guy and I would have stayed, I would have kept my mouth shut and hope I would skate on any crimes that I already committed.
Yeah, better. That's more what I was talking about. It's still a little clunky at times, and be careful. of getting intense and the kind of combativeness between us doesn't result in just a lot of loud voices. Because I felt you get loud at certain times, and then there's some times where you're still intense, but you weren't so loud. And those times kind of work a little better than that. So keep that in mind. But that was a good adjustment, more of what I was talking about.